Hi, Matt from Modern Samurai here, and thanks for looking at the videos. Today we've got Matt with us. Okay, what we're going to be looking at is some kickboxing combinations, some striking combinations, but we're going to be looking at some tempo changes and staggering the half beats. Okay, so first guys, don't forget, subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know the kind of things that you want to sort of see, and if you've got any questions, let us know and we'll try and answer them. Alright, so what we're going to do then is we're going to start to build the combination. So we're going to do it in stages. Alright, so the first stage is we're just going to throw 4 straights, jab, cross. Alright, now, what's different with this is I'm not going to stand in front of the bag and just throw 1, 2, 3, 4 here straight. What I want you to do is roll, yeah? So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm ending off this side of the bag, my shoulders in line with the bag here, look, ready? So here, look, so boom, here, okay? So, and again, look, so boom. So I end up shoulder in line with the bag, alright? Okay, so that's what I want you to do. So you can come out this way. There you go. Alright, so remember, that's it. So remember the shoulders coming off, so you're leaning, so roll. That's better. Alright, cool. So, now what we're doing here, look, okay, is we're using that 1, 2, 3, 4 and coming off on that angle to set up a body shot, right? So, we're here, we've got here. Now that puts me in this position here. Notice, keep the hands up. Now I'm rotating into a body shot, boom, here. Make sure we pivot, turn the hips, boom, here, okay? So now, look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then boom, okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Okay? Off you go. Alright, good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to isolate that body shot a moment. Now, we're going to go from our position where we're shoulder here. Now, for me to get power into this, right, I've got to torque it up. Now, I can torque it up by swinging my arm, like this, but what I actually want to do is torque it up on my hip. So when I come to this position, what I'm going to do, look, is drop, turn the hip here. So I'm going to wind up from the hip. Hip goes first, boom, here, okay? Yeah. Now, so what I'm going to do, look, start from this position, wind on the hip, okay, boom, throw. Alright, so I'm just going to do that. Now when I turn, my heel comes up, and my hip goes all the way around, okay? Don't keep your heel flat on the floor, make sure your heel turns, here, okay? So, from that position, wind, throw the body shot, okay? So just the body shot on its own.
So you come down.
Just stand up. That's it.
So we'll be starting off from this position.
Yep. That's it. And then come back, come straight back to the chin. That's better, that's better. Straight back. Keep your bend in the knees, don't straighten the knees. That's it. Good. That's it. Good. Alright, so the next part of this is we're just going to do head hook, straight hook, head hook again. So when I say straight hook, the hook's coming, so it's a hooking motion, but it's the hooking motion is straight. So here, like this. Alright, so I've come from my body shot here, I've come back, I've reloaded. So now I'm going to go head, straight, head. Okay? Yeah. So from here, look, we're just going to break that down, we're just going to do that bit. So 1, 2, 3. Okay? So 1, 1. Alright?
So it's head, straight, head.
Yep. That's it. Good. Yeah, so again, remembering that head movement, remembering to put the foot in the shot, that's it, yeah? So you're drawing your head across, that's it. All right, so if I now say to you, right, what we're going to do is we're going to put the whole thing together. So what I mean there is we're now going to put that entire punching combination together. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, drop, body shot, come back, head hook, straight hook, head hook again, yes? All right, so from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, body, head, hook, up. Yeah? Okay, now, when I'm doing these motions, I want to try and bear in mind where my feet are and they're turning. I want to keep my feet with me. The bag's going to move. All right, so obviously a person would move, the bag's going to move. So you've got to figure out where you need to throw the punch. So if I punch here, the bag doesn't move. Whereas if I throw the body shot, the bag's moving. Yeah? So I've got to then work from that. Okay? So the whole combination, 2, 4, body, head, 3. And again, 1, 4.
So it's body, head.
Yes. Yeah, so that's it. All right, now, what we're going to do is we're going to now break that down.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where the tempo change comes in. So if you just come this way, just a fraction. Here you are, just stay there, that's it. Right, so here, look. Now, if you just take a stance, now if I'm looking at that 1, 2, 3, 4, look straight, okay? Now if I'm here, so don't move but cover, right? So if I'm here and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, cover, all right? So if I do that, that's not the same as if I come in rapidly with movement. So here, look, what I'm going to do here, so cover up, is I'm just going to go here. So you see that what I'm doing is 1, 2, 3, and you see my rotation on this once more? So here. Now what that does, bam, is it opens up my gap here. All right, so what I'm looking at is to go 1, 2, 3, 4 quickly, then 1. Okay, so here again, look, so 1, 2, 3, 4 quick, and then boom, 1. All right, so there's just that 1 on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4 quick, pause on the half beat, 1, 1. All right, so that's what we're going to do on the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. Make sure it's in the body, shoulder hook. That's it. A little faster on that 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so step out. Now you're going to step in a little bit on that jab. That's it, yeah? So remember, we never want to throw a jab from range. We want to be just slightly off the range. Alright, so we've got that little half beat there, okay, before you throw the body shot. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's better. Right, now we're going to add the 1, 2, 3 on the end. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3.
So you got
1.
so
There you've got the gap, you've got the gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Bring it back. 2, 3. Alright, okay, so here look. Alright, what I'm looking at here, say, is that half beat, right? So I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4. So here. Now I'm in the position here. So now I pivot into my body hook and I come back. Alright, so I heal up, I come back. Now there's that half beat again. And then from here we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay? So 1, 2, again, look at the angle.
yeah.
3. Okay? So you've got that half beat. So from this position we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. See? Yeah. Alright, so that's what we want. See it? Good. And one more. Alright, good. Right, so if you're facing me again. Now, there's a number of different reasons for doing this. Okay? So we've got, for an example, right, if I just give him one tempo, right, as my competitor, that's all he's got to worry about, that's all he's got to think about. Now you'll find this, if you're doing pad work, so if I say throw a jab, and again, and again. Now can you see he's getting into a rhythm, he's getting into a tempo, and he'll do that non-stop. That's a sort of natural default position. But if I said, ready for a jab, that's it, and again. Okay, now double jab, quick. Okay, now just a little feint with that hand then for a jab. And then double jab again. That's it. Jab. Okay, jab. Slip jab. Jab. Double jab. Alright, so if I say, actually there's several different ways of doing the same thing, okay, and each time I'm going to break up that tempo, right, then that gives me a lot more to think about, right, and we don't fall into that trap there. Also, we've got to bear in mind that when we're looking at throwing combinations, if we throw a 6-punch combination, let's just call it that, right? And punch number 6 is expected to land exactly where punch number 1 landed, we're working on the premise that he's going to stay still through all of that, which I'm almost certain he's not. So what I'm doing, look, is I'm readjusting. So if we just come around a moment, so if you stand basically there, that's it, yeah? No, let's switch to fraction. That's it. In stance, hands up. Okay, so what I'm doing, look, is I'm readjusting, right? So if I'm here, I cover up for the 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, here. Now, if I throw a body shot, now if it lands, there's a good chance it's going to bring his head forward, okay? Or he may move. So from this position, look, I go 1, and then I take a second to reset where I am. So I'm not going to throw until I've reset. So from here now, look, I know, boom, there we are, boom, there we are, boom, there we are, okay? So I'm looking to reset. So here, look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, reset, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what we're looking at there is a change in the tempo and moving on a half beat. And again, that half beat, look, if you face me a minute, so if I just throw out a jab, right? So if I just go boom, here, and if I just go boom, here, but now if I go shoulder, boom, and then throw, again, there's just that little half beat moment, right? What I'm trying to do is give him other things to think about. So guys, just a little thing to consider when you're throwing your combinations, try and change up the tempo, try and go through the different levels there. So in that particular one, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, what we're actually doing is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we can chop and change then in the smaller combinations to make bigger combinations. So that last 1, 2, 3 might actually be a different combination because I'm in a different position. Alright, so just things to think about, guys. Have fun. We'll see you on the next one.